April. I'm April Tasky. Trisha asked she asked me to talk on perseverance. This is a topic that I'm really experienced in. Yes, that's a good one. I've been doing Cincy. I just had my 3-year anniversary, and I have a 22-member team, 11 of which have joined in 2012. So I'm just now really getting, like, I can feel superstar consultant this month and director next month. I can just feel it. So, yeah, but of course you have to work for it. Just a little bit of background on me. Like I said, I've been doing it for 3 years, and I have typically every month about 3 to 5 active consultants. It just depends on the month, but a lot of times it's one. And so it can be very disheartening sometimes, and it always seems to be in a month where I just like kick major booty and nothing happens out of it. So what I was going to tell you is that one thing I always say is never, ever, ever give up, because this has been, since I met Trisha, she's my sponsor too, has always been, I'm going to do this. This is going to be, no matter what it takes, I'm going to do this. I talk to friends, I make phone calls, I do that, which I never made phone calls before. One meeting we came to, she was like, you've got to make phone calls. I was like, seriously, I don't want to call anybody. I'm an email, Facebook person, but it doesn't work as well. The phone calls really do. And I've done this Sincerely Sent too, and I love it. I sent my very first one to my sister for her birthday, and she was like, that was the coolest thing ever. So, yeah, it really does help. And I've had lots of customers call me about that. But always stay passionate about why you originally joined Cincy, because I tried other, which I'm sure y'all all probably have, other direct sales companies, and this is the only one that's stuck, because I'm passionate about the product. I love the product, and you want to share it. And one thing I learned a long time ago was keep it as a blessing. I'll offer the opportunity as a blessing, not as a burden. And some people say, oh God, one more thing. Okay, let me explain to you what my day consists of. Okay, I have a full-time job. I teach offenders in a prison environment. I have 3 businesses, Cincy Bellata and Grace Adele. I have a 5-month-old son and a husband, and I'm very active in my church. Okay, tell me about having no time, but you make it happen because it's what you want to do. It's what my goal is. It's what my dream is. I love my jobs. I have to say that now. I want to add an S to our shirt because I have multiple jobs.
Well,
but
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and then you can put
Next order.
Yeah, next order. There you go. Yeah,
Get
we'll
the
put it
show
down.
on that.
But that's one thing I always like. I've had people walk up to me when I have my Hard Mark job shirt on. They're like, "You must not work where I work." And seriously, it was like this woman walked in and said, "Where do you work?" And I was like, "Oh, let me tell you." And it does. Wear Cincy stuff everywhere you go. Like I have not very many shirts anymore because I have a lot that are a lot bigger I can't wear anymore. But yeah, I need to go crazy at the Cincy Family Store. But always, always, always car vinyl, anything that you can just throw it out there, Cincy. And I mean, I don't know how many of y'all are doing Grace Adele and Bellata, but I got my Cincy decal right before I joined Bellata and Grace Adele, so now I'm like ready to scrape it off and get the whole shebang, you know. But I've gotten recruits from that. I had a woman flag me down and almost wrecked her car into me to get some bars. So, and she ended up spending $180 one day, and I said, let's go ahead and put this off. And she went and joined and did that whole thing. So it can happen. But always keep positive. And Trisha would probably tell you this. I'm one that's kind of negative sometimes. Because it's not working. I don't get it. And it does. It just sometimes it takes time. Trisha told me that the other day. She goes, if it would have taken me as long as it's taken you, I'd have quit already. So
exactly.
Okay, that was kind of her face. She's like, I don't know, you know. But I'm just a star consultant. I mean, and I've been a star consultant.
Just a star.
I know, but I've been a star consultant for 18 months, so I'm like,
and but it's your time.
Now it's my time, right?
It's your time.
Because it took me a long time to really realize that. So just always, always, always keep positive and honestly keep the passion of why you joined Cincy, because I know I fell in love with it at the first party that I went to, and I didn't place my order before. I was like, how do I join this? How do I do this? So always do that. So you.
I was just going to add to what you were saying about what you said to Trisha or what Trisha said to you. It take me that long.
I didn't say that.
Okay, it was kind of sort of like that.
There was a positive spin on
It was. She was like, She's always thinking about, I would have quit already, or I wouldn't have made it this far, something like that.
Yeah, so, okay,
That was the basic gist of it.
I would just say, don't ever compare yourself to somebody else, especially somebody that's above you.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what I tell my girls all the time, is because it might take me 2 years to get to the same spot that my director got to in a year, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you work at your own pace and everything, and but if you give up, you won't get to that month that we had last month.
Exactly.
And now to be a senior star consultant, if I've given up, because it took, I was at Star promoted to Star like at the end of last year,
How was your August?
by August.
What if you quit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, not to bring up, you know, something bad or anything like that, but Leah already knows what I'm about to say. If I'd given up, like my director, who was my sponsor, who Leah is now my sponsor, but if I'd given up and gone to another direct sales company like she did or followed her, I would be in the position that I'm in right now.
I know, it really, Trisha told me a long time ago that it's each individual's journey, it's your own journey. And then I told her I'm on a 12-step program. I'm about, she said 10-step. No, I said that, yeah. I told her that a long time ago. So, but yeah, everybody's journey is the same. And it's hard. I mean, I cannot tell you how many days I cried watching all these pictures of the incentive trip to Punta Cana, and I was not there with them. And then all the trip to Vegas because I couldn't go because I didn't have that good of a year to be able to afford it. And I'm like, this is my first convention I'm missing. But in Fort Worth, I told Trisha I'm not going back to convention until I make director. Maybe that was my little way of doing it, and that's, you know, what Indianapolis will be. You know, it just don't give up, seriously, because it will work. It's just all in your own time. And when you get a good team, and I had my first team meeting today, I was super excited. You know, you never know what's going to happen. And like you said, if you quit, it's never going to happen. So.
And I would add one more thing to that is, I have a small team. It just takes the right person under you. It does not take 20 or 30. It takes a couple active.
Yeah.
And the right person.
Quality over quantity.
Yes.
And I always knew my sister would be the right person, but she had to come back to the
In her own time.
In her own time.
And her own journey. And her journey brought her back.
And I have several people on my team that actually signed up under me that signed up under somebody else and deactivated a long time ago, and they reactivated under me, and it wasn't the right time for them, and now it is, and they're booming like crazy. So you never know when that it's your time or that person's time. So you gotta stick with it. So,
Thank you. Good job.